Good morning, my dear students. How are you all? Hope you all are fine. Taking the very good advantage of these virtual classes. Okay. In the last video, we have seen, as we are discussing the chapter plant adaptations. Okay. We have seen in the last part terrestrial plants. Okay. The chapter plant adaptations is divided into two main types of plants on the basis where they grow. First type is aquatic plants. Plants that live in water are called aquatic plant. Plants that are live in water, that are grow in water. And what is their adaptations we have already seen. And second part of the lesson, that is terrestrial plants. Plants which grow and live on land. So while discussing this topic, terrestrial plants, we have already seen the plants which lives in deserts. Okay, in the last video, and what are the adaptations of the plants which lives in desert, which grow in desert. Okay, now today we will see, as I told you in the previous video also, we will see the further part in the next video. So that today we will discuss plant in mountains and hills. Okay, plants in desert already we have seen in the previous video. I hope you have watched it. Okay, so today we'll be moving on and we will be discussing plant in mountains and hills, plant in plains. We used to live generally on plains. Plant in marshy areas. Okay, and we'll also see plant in forest and plant in coastal areas as well. This point we will be covered in today's session. Okay, so let us start with today's topic, that is plants in mountains and hills. Okay. Plants in mountains and hills. Plant in mountains and hills. See the word mountains and hills. Obviously, the plant which lives on mountain, the plant which grow on mountain and hills, obviously you can imagine what kind of feature these plants are having and what kind of adaptations do they have to survive in the different kinds of conditions. For example, what do you think? Such plants, yes, they must be tall. These plants must be tall. Obviously, the same thing which we have seen in the desert. The plant which grow on mountain must be tall. They are having cone shaped. Okay, they are tall and cone shaped. They grow in the cold region. Okay, such plants grow in the cold region. For example, pine, cedar and fir. Okay, we'll see. For example, pine and fir, you can see. These are plants, obviously they used to grow, the plant will grow in, yes, cold region. Such plant grow in cold region. They grow in cold temperature. Example is pine and fir. For example, adaptations. Now what kind of adaptation do these plants have? Plant like pine and fir. Which kind of adaptations do they have to survive in the different habitat? First of all, they are straight, tall and cone shaped. Okay, these plants are straight, tall and cone shaped. Okay, why do these plants are straight, tall and cone shaped? Obviously, in the mountain and hills there is a snowfall. Okay, so if the plants are tall, if the plants are cone shaped, the snow which is falling there at a particular situation will not be stored on the leaves and the plant will be broken, or plant will be, anything can happen. So that's why these plants are developed into cone shaped structure and easily the snow will be fall off of the branches of these trees. Okay. Secondly, these plants leaves of these plants are needle like. Okay, very sharp. Why? As I told you while I discussed this topic, in the previous video, the plant in desert and plant in mountains are generally having the same adaptations. Why they are needle-like? Because they are preventing, they are storing the water into their needles, into their leaves, and they are preventing these plants from rotting. Okay, rotting means reduce of, yes, loss of water. So obviously their leaves are needle-like structures. Okay, they are sharp. Okay. Second, they are having waxy coating. Obviously, their waxy coating of the leaves prevent these plants from getting wet. Obviously, as they are in the mountain region, so snowfall is continuously will be there. The main thing and the third important adaptation is they are flowerless. Okay, instead of flowers, these plants are having cones and seeds. Okay, these plants are having cones and seeds instead of flowers. So these plants are flowerless. Okay, understood? These are the examples. They are tall, straight, cone shaped, so that easily the snow can fall off their branches. Okay, they are waxy coating to prevent them from, yes, getting wet in the water. Okay, secondly, their leaves are needle-like. Okay, as they are preventing their plants from the rotting. So these are the main adaptations of the plant which grow in mountains and hills. Okay, and these are the examples: pine and fir. Okay, so should we move further? Should we move further? Yes. The next, plant in plains. Okay, the next point we discuss, that is plant in plains. See, plains. Okay, plain means the place where we live. So we have seen many trees around us. So these are the trees are the example of the plant in plains. Plain means the condition will be not so cold temperature, not so hot. So very fine climates will be there here. Varying climates, different climates. Whether sometimes cold, sometimes hot. So there is no specific hot or cold weather will be here. So plant in plains has to grow in varying temperatures, varying climatic conditions, I must say. Okay. Second, the example of these plants are plant in plains. So plant around us. So give examples. You can give examples of mango tree, banyan tree. Okay, mango, banyan tree, teak, etc. These are the examples of plants which can grow on plains. Okay, plains means the place where we live. Do we live on mountains and hills? No. Do we live in coastal regions? No. As we all are living in the plain areas, so we see these plants around us: mangoes, banyan tree and teak tree. So what are the adaptations of these plants? Yes, general, no need to discuss. I think I should not discuss this topic plains, because we all are surrounded with these such kinds of plants. Many branches, okay, plenty of leaves, there are flowers, very good. So these are the adaptations of these plants which are growing in the plains. Many branches, plenty of leaves, okay, and having flowers as well. As you all know, some plants shed their leaves in autumn. Okay, some plants shed their leaves in autumn, and again they grow the leaves or flowers in spring. Okay, so again they grow their leaves in spring, and they will shed their these plants are shedding their leaves in the autumn, growing in the spring. Such plants are called deciduous plant. Okay, what is called deciduous? Okay, they are called deciduous plants. The plants which shed their leaves in autumn and again grow or grow their leaves and flowers in spring. Such plants are called deciduous plants. Okay, and some plants shedding their leaves, but they remain green throughout the year. Some plants remain green throughout the year. Such plants are called obviously evergreen plants. Such plants are called evergreen plants. So they grow throughout the year. Okay, so they are evergreen. And some plants which shed their leaves in autumn and again grow their leaves in the spring are called deciduous plants. Okay, so these are the examples and these are the adaptations of the plants which grow on plains. Let us go ahead. Let us move forward. We'll see plants in marshy areas. Okay, plants in marshy areas. And what is meant by marshy area? Here, plants on plains. And now third, plants in marshy areas. Okay, plants in marshy areas. Now tell me, what is meant by marshy areas? Generally, marshy areas are covered with water. Okay, the surface of the land or surface of the soil is covered in the water. Always water will be stored there, is called marshy areas. Now let us see which are the examples of such kinds of plants and what are the adaptations do they have. Okay. So first of all, let me tell you what kind of soil is present in the marshy areas. Soil will be wet always as water is there on the surface of land. So soil will be sticky, wet. Okay, the wet soil, sticky soil will be there always with water covering of the surface of the land obviously. And these plants develop roots that emerge out. See, these plant roots are out of the land. Generally we saw roots are under the ground, but these marshy areas plants develop the roots which emerge out. Okay, which emerge out from surface of the marsh. They used to emerge out from the surface of the marsh, and here roots are only help the plant to breathe. Okay, in these marshy areas obviously it is having the wet and sticky soil covered with water. The roots, the plant develop the roots in such areas which are emerged out from the surface of the water, and these roots are only help the plant to breathe. So these roots are also called breathing roots. Okay, these roots are called breathing roots. See, you have to remember this thing. Plants in marshy areas are having breathing roots as they emerge out of the surface of the water, and these roots help the plant to breathe. So these plants are called breathing roots, or these plants are having breathing roots. Okay, so the example of such plant is mangrove. Okay, the example of such plants are mangrove plant. Mangrove plant is having breathing roots coming out of the ground and having the wet and sticky soil there, and the area of land surface is covered with water. Okay, moving on, the next, that is plant in forest. I hope you are getting it, all these points. Okay. If you have any queries, we'll try to solve the queries in the interactive session as well, don't worry. But do watch the video very carefully, listen each and every word and try to make notes, okay, while you are watching the videos. So next is plants in forest. Obviously, plants in forest. Forest is the area covered with many plants, many trees. An area which have more and more trees, this area is called forest. So again, I would like to tell you simple adaptations are there for this forest areas. The plant must be tall here also, okay, and they are growing into warm weather, okay, into warm climates. Secondly, the plants grow in forest are tall, obviously, as we have discussed in the plant in the mountains. So in the forest also they must be tall plants with broad and abundant leaves. With broad and abundant leaves, broad leaves, you can see the trees of mahogany is having broad leaves, abundant, okay, they are, you know, for lifetime. These plants are generally not shedding their leaves, okay, and the most important is these plants are growing in the warm climate. So examples of these plants are mahogany, oak and redwood, okay. Example, redwood, oak, mahogany, okay. These plants are generally tall, their leaves are broad and abundant, okay, and these plants are growing in the warm climate. That's what you need to remember for the plant in the forest. That's it, okay, nothing else. Now last but not the least, that is plant in coastal areas, okay. Again we already discussed, yes, in the plain, plants in plains, plant in forest, plant in desert. So here plant in the coastal areas. What is the coastal area? Plant in coastal areas. Let us see. Coastal area, you all love to visit coastal areas, okay. Beach, the area surrounded with water like Goa, yes, you all know. Plants in coastal areas. Yes, everybody is imagining, everybody is remembering, I think, a coconut tree. Obviously, coconut tree is generally grown in the coastal areas. Okay, so you know, place like Goa and all are surrounded in the coastal areas where all the coconut trees and everything we'll see. So plant in the coastal areas are generally grow tall and straight. You know, coconut tree. Here also this plant will grow tall and straight, and they have to grow in salty water. That is very important because as they are surrounded near the river or near the seas, so seas water is a salty. So they grow in salty water as well, okay, and they are surrounded with the adaptations of heavy rainfall as well because there is a rain always. An example is a coconut tree. Example is coconut tree. Okay. Simple thing is there to be understood, to be understand, to be remembered. That is, these plants are tall. They grow in salty areas, salty water. These plants are tall and straight, okay, and they are surrounded with the heavy rainfall. Heavy rainfall is there, and example is coconut tree. That's it, okay. As today we have seen this in today's video, plant in mountains and hills. Examples, their adaptations we have seen. Plant on plains, we people are living in the plain. Plant in marshy areas, okay, where the water is full with the surface of the land. Plant in forest and plant in coastal areas, okay. So these are the plants that we have already seen, okay. Now only last part is remain of the lesson, that is insectivorous plant, okay. So what is insectivorous plant, and we'll do one revision kind of thing for the lesson number 2. So 2 more videos will be there for the lesson number 2, and then we'll end up with the chapter, okay. Thank you.